Ever found yourself questioning your own reality, doubting your thoughts, your emotions, and basically everything around you, wondering if what you have felt has even been real? If you've been through prolonged gaslighting and manipulation, well, these are the signs that this could be it. But you're not alone. Today in this video, I'm going to explore exactly this, why it's so hard to trust your perception and trust yourself. And most importantly, how you can start rebuilding your own trust. Watch this video. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, I really wanted to explore the aspect of trusting yourself, trusting your perception. And why is it that you are questioning yourself? And it's really hard because when you have been through such an experience, such an ordeal with this person, and isn't it weird? I mean, like, isn't it weird when you really think about it, right? All you've done is been in a relationship. Why are you questioning your own reality? This is where it becomes a little bit strange, but you will find that this is a phenomenon. But what you need to realize is that you are not alone. And there is a reason why this happens. It's because this person tricks you into thinking a certain way. And what they do is they enable you to distrust yourself. So you don't even know what you are thinking is correct. You have to second guess yourself. And all the while, there's these kind of things that pop up into your head and you think, I never used to think that about myself, or I never used to feel this way. Why is this all new? And why has this only happened with this person? But again, like I said, this is a phenomenon, and this actually does happen quite often in toxic, narcissistic relationships. And this is what I'm going to be talking about in the video. Okay, so first of all, let's really just understand what gaslighting really is, because I feel like there's so many definitions and so many explanations out there, but let's just define what gaslighting actually is and how it affects you. So gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where the person tells you an alternate reality to what really is happening. And as a result, this causes you to doubt your own feelings, your own thoughts, the way that you are, basically your perception of things. Because what happens is over time, this person builds trust within you. So you end up trusting this person. It could be in a long-term relationship. It could be in a friendship, in a work environment, family dynamics. And these are people who you basically end up trusting. And you wouldn't think that they would say something nasty. You wouldn't think that they would be lying to you or telling you false truths, but in fact they actually do, because this is exactly what happens. So once they gain your trust, this is when they start lying to you and presenting false information. So it causes you to not have the full picture, so you can't make up your mind or a decision. In fact, what happens is you become dependent on their response to you or to a certain outcome. So you look to them for validation. So there's this dependency that is formed, but also this enforces the trauma bond. So they'll say things like, that never happened, you're overreacting, oh, you're too sensitive. And what happens when someone does something like this, like over time, this chips away at your confidence, at the very core of you, and then you start to question your own identity. Is this something that perhaps maybe sounds familiar to you, something that you have been through? So let's talk about gaslighting and how it actually affects your mind. Prolonged manipulation doesn't just cause emotional pain, but it also rewires your brain and the way that you think going forward. So you're going to think a certain way because this person has manipulated you into thinking this certain way. But also when this relationship or when this dynamic or when this person is out of your life, you're still going to be thinking in that same way. And over time, what happens is you start to second guess your memory. You might catch yourself thinking, did that really happen? Like, did it really happen? Or am I just making this up in my mind? The self-doubt becomes automatic. And you don't actually even second guess yourself because you just doubt everything that you think, everything that you want to say, everything that you perceive, because this person has caused you to doubt you because they have told you so many lies. You see, this is the damage, my friends. This is the damage because you thought this was the truth. Okay, a certain aspect, certain thing that had happened, you thought that was the truth. You present this to this person and they're like, no, no, no. No, you've got this wrong. You're too sensitive. Why are you even thinking like that? So because you trust this person, because you love them, you're not going to start arguing with them. And of course, you probably wouldn't want to start arguing with them because, yeah, it's just a whole nother traumatic ordeal. But as a result, you then end up believing what they tell you. So what happens at the end here is that you then start to not trust yourself, because you've always had someone else telling you what it is, what it should be. And what happens is this leads to anxiety, to overthinking, and in some cases, depression. You even feel dissociation, that you don't feel like you're really here because of the overthinking, the worrying, the anxiety. You might even struggle to make decisions, fearing that you might get it wrong or your perception is flawed. And so what happens cognitively, this disrupts its function. Okay, so neurologically, your neurons then rewire themselves to think this particular way, because this has happened over a prolonged period of time. And this is the danger. This is the psychological abuse that gaslighting causes within our brain. And if we don't recognize it for what it is, then we will continue to think along these types of patterns of thinking and perception. And think about, what does that do for you going forward? How are you going to be able to live a happy, prosperous life? You can't, because you're always second guessing yourself. You're always worried that this isn't like this. It should be like this. It should be like that. But the key here is to identify it and see it for what it is and make those changes. So here are 3 signs you're struggling to trust your own perception. So how do you know if gaslighting is still affecting you? Here's a few signs to look out for. Number 1, constantly second guessing yourself, even over these small decisions. Number 2, you're apologizing excessively, even if you haven't done anything wrong. You minimize your own feelings in the fear that maybe you are overreacting or too sensitive, and struggling to differentiate between your own feelings and the manipulator's voice in your head. If any of these resonate, know that you are not broken. It just means that you have gone through manipulation, which is psychological abuse. But there are ways that you can fix this. The thing is, it's about trusting yourself. So how do you end up trusting yourself? It's not an overnight fix, and it is something that you are going to have to invest time in, but you will be able to get there. You can rebuild your inner confidence. The first step is to ground yourself in reality. Grounding is so important because you're not in your head, you're in the moment. Start by grounding yourself in facts. Write down the facts on a piece of paper so you can access them, you can see them written in black and white, because this will help you to write down the situation in detail, how you remember it, what really has happened. Just stick to the facts, not the emotions associated with it. I know it can be hard, but try to stick to the facts of what really happened. The next thing is to reconnect with your emotions. Your feelings are valid and they're indications of what has happened to you and what you have gone through. If something made you uncomfortable or upset, honor that. Okay, honor that, write it down. You don't need anyone else to confirm that to you or to tell you, that is made you feel a certain way. This is where you've got to honor your own feelings. Journaling will really, really help in this situation. So if you haven't started a journal already, I really would encourage you to do that. Practice small decisions. So make small decisions, like for example, whether you end up having fish or meat for dinner, or whether you would like to do a certain activity. Things that are going to make you feel good, because this is all about trusting your own instincts, your intuition, your gut feeling. Each time that you trust your instincts, you're reinforcing that you are capable of making choices for yourself. So the next one is affirmations and self-talk. This is about validating yourself. This is about challenging that inner critic, that inner voice that keeps telling you, you are this, you are that. When you catch yourself thinking, oh, you know what, I'm probably wrong, pause and say, I trust my judgment. So this is about affirming that you trust yourself. It might feel unnatural at first, it might feel really weird, but this is something that needs to be done over time. And what will happen is you will build up the trust within yourself. So rebuilding trust in yourself after gaslighting is a journey. This is something where you're going to have to neurologically condition your brain to think a certain way, because ultimately that's what's been done to you over these years that you've been with this person. So this really is about you now trying to re-navigate your brain to think a certain way. And you can do this, because this is ultimately building trust within yourself, knowing that you are not that person, you are not your part. Remember that your perception is valid, your feelings matter, and you deserve to live in a reality that is free from abuse. So guys, I really hope that this video has helped you to understand a little bit more about gaslighting, manipulation, and perhaps why you might be feeling this way. It isn't easy. I know it's not an easy journey, but you need to start somewhere, because you can't allow this narrative to rule your life and for you to be thinking in this certain way. You are so much more than that. And this is about regaining your own identity. It's still there, my friends, it's still there, but this is about you tapping into it and being at one with yourself. So if this video has resonated, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see in the description box for more details. And I also go live on this channel every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. UK time. So I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.